Hi, everyone. It's been a while since we've met up. I had some changes in my schedule, which meant that I had to go offline for a little bit. But now we're back on, and we're just going to sit and just do that. So, what I have to share today is setting intention. And I know that, we've been at home for a really long time and things start to blur. And in terms of work, one of the things that I've been trying to do when I log off is to really clear my space and neaten up my desk and make sure my laptop is something as simple as closing my laptop, so there's that sense of, okay, the workday is done. And then when I go to my desk the next morning, um, to just take that pause to set my intention for what, I want my day to look like. And so that's what I just wanted to for us to focus on before we start sitting, was just to explicitly for ourselves set an intention, because that can sometimes shift how we approach whatever task we have to do, or how we approach the day. Just bringing that awareness to what we do. And I think that's even more important now that we don't have the kind of concrete dividers of, oh, I jump in my car to drive to work, or I have a drive home, and that's a separation between work and home life. So let's just go ahead and start by getting into a comfortable position. You can sit on a chair, you can sit on the floor, you can, do whatever is good for you. You can lie down. And let's just start by taking a few rounds of cleansing breath. So a nice deep inhalation in and exhalation. Let's do that 3 times. Again, inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale and exhale. All right, let's just take a minute to arrive. And what that means is that sometimes we're so caught up in our thoughts that we're thinking about what to have for breakfast, that meeting that I have, what's going to happen this evening. So, in arriving, we're just kind of being with our bodies and shifting slowly out of all those thoughts that might be racing around in our head. And arriving, it's ing. It might take a little time, and that's okay. There's no rush. So we're just arriving home to our bodies, which is our sanctuary. And as we slowly arrive, I'd just like you to think about what intention you'd like to set for your sitting practice today. And not just your sitting practice, it could be an intention for your sitting practice that can extend outwards to the rest of the day, the rest of your life, however you want to frame that or articulate it for yourself. Just really hold that intention in your heart. And inherently, our intentions can bring about good, can bring calm. So just hold it close to you. And it can bring healing. Okay, and as we're still kind of settling in, let's go ahead and just Pay attention to our posture. Make sure you're in a nice upright posture. That's all part of, getting ready. Let's just revisit taking or doing the one breath meditation that can we can do at any point, and it travels with us all the time. And sometimes we might forget to do it. I certainly do. But it's good to just kind of revisit and say, hey, yeah, I can do that. I can do that while I'm reading that email, or while I'm talking to whoever on the phone, and it might be a difficult conversation. So one breath in and exhale. You can roll your shoulders back a little bit and do it again. Inhaling and exhaling. And just go ahead and feel your breath. What does your breath feel like today? Visualize what your breath, the shape of your breath. Is it long? Is it short? Is it like a circle? Is it an oval? And it's your breath, so you can visualize and imagine it to be anything that you want it to be. Just like it's your breath and how each breath is unique, your life is the same way. It's your life, very unique, and only you get to live it. And your life is beautiful just as it is, even with the little hiccups along the way. So whatever shape you imagine your breath to be, just think about stretching that shape just a little. So we're extending our inhalation, and as we exhale, we make the exhalation a little deeper. Think about, if you like, this extending, this very slight extension of the breath as a way of stabilizing the breath. And then by extension, stabilizing ourselves. We're just slowing things down for ourselves physically by slowing down the breath ever so gently. And our minds and our bodies are connected. So sometimes we can feel it immediately if we slow down the body. We may feel the mind slowing down. Sometimes that mightn't feel as apparent, but it's still good practice to slow things down for ourselves, even if we don't feel it immediately. Something is happening in the background that maybe we can't discern immediately. We're coming to the end of our time together. So go ahead and take a few breaths again. Really savor each one, kind of like when you have an ice cream and it's just like the last few spoonfuls. Savor each breath. And savor just the fact that you were able to take a little time out of your day for your self care, which is so important right now. And it's so easy to forget that. Let's go ahead and put one hand over our chest area or heart and one on the abdomen. And here we're just connecting our breath with the heart space. And in this action, we're gently acknowledging that there are all these rhythms that support us during the day. We have our breath that supports us. We have our heart that supports us. This is our physical life force. Let's just thank our bodies for everything that it does to keep us here, to keep us awake, to keep us conscious. And let's just close off then by revisiting the intention that you started off with. The intention can stay the same as you move forward in the day, or maybe it's shifted shape a little bit, and that's okay. I'm glad that we had this opportunity to practice together and to connect. And even if you're listening in after the fact, there's still that energy that we're all sharing, even if we're not doing this all at the exact same time together. Okay. One thing I wanted to share before I close off is I've got this small deck that I put on my desk, and it's called Buddha Wisdom. So each one, I think this is based on the Heart Sutra, and it has like just little pieces of it. So before I start work, sometimes I forget. A lot of times I forget, but I shuffle it up and kind of just pick a card and put it on my laptop just to keep me mindful. Okay, so this is the one I just pulled. It says, "The loving kindness you show to others returns to you as grace." Okay, I'll repeat that again. The loving kindness you show to others returns to you as grace. So I'm going to put this on my laptop to remind me of that, especially if I feel like I'm going into a bad space. All right, so see you next week, and I'll put these online. I know I was pretty lax about doing that over the last few months, but I'm gonna resume doing that. So thank you for your practice, and see you next time.